In your book, you talk about on the campaign stump that your great-grandfather was run out of South Carolina in the 1920s by the KKK. The Free Beacon is casting doubt on that with church records. Can you address that?
I mean, the same right-wing blog? I can.
Might have to drop a dime on them niggas.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta stop it.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that shit.
All right, y'all know how we do. Always put your help wealth and to better understand the self. So we got Wes Moore, right? He has a story explaining how he's a foundational Black American, but the KKK ran his people out of America and he went to Jamaica. You cannot make this stuff up, y'all. People want to pass on that the FBA so bad that they want to make up stories to try to stick on the lineage. Never heard of this story before and you can't trace it. Now, I've been telling y'all, we're bringing the streets to politics and all these politicians is getting money. They don't talk about how much money they're making, but I'm going to make it a priority on my channel to let you understand so you can understand they got reason to lie to us. They're giving the money to make sure policies don't get passed and big money companies don't lose. That's what their position is. Politics aren't for people trying to do the right thing. That's just in my opinion what I'm seeing. The game is rigged. It's controlled. Everybody's a part of it. Now, listen to what Wes Moore says, and I want to get what y'all think in the comment section. I'm going to also show y'all some money about his money, about this money he's getting. He ain't talking about this, but you know, you getting rich, you know, and pretty much all politicians. It ain't just him, but make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, push me on the algorithm. I greatly appreciate that. Without further ado, let's get it.
I want to give you the opportunity to respond to it. It's something you wrote about in your book. You talk about on the campaign stump that your great-grandfather was run out of South Carolina in the 1920s by the KKK. The Free Beacon is casting doubt on that with church records. Can you address that?
I mean, the same right-wing blog? I can.
Now, just have records. What I'm saying, this story sounds bogus. Because when they burnt down Black Wall Street, why nobody just went out the country? That never happened. We never ran to another country. I don't think we would ever do that. This is unheard of. Now, if you want to believe this, oh, he ran out, I doubt it. What did you do in the 20s? What did you get in a boat and swim over there? Like literally?
I can address the fact that I'm the grandson of someone who was born in South Carolina. And when he was just a child, the Ku Klux Klan ran my family out. And not out of South Carolina. They ran them out of the United States of America, and they went to Jamaica. And much of my family has always said they would never come back to this country. It's the reason why my mom right now, as we speak, is in Jamaica, and she's visiting with family members. But my grandfather came back to this country. He got his degree from Lincoln University and HBCU in Pennsylvania. He became a minister, just like his father. And he became the first Black minister in the history of the Dutch Reformed Church. I know my family's history. So if some blog has a question about the Klan's history, maybe they should ask the Ku Klux Klan.
So he's saying he knows his family history, but like I said, this kind of still fits into the narrative of, you know, he's trying to claim a hold that he's FBA and he has Jamaican ancestry. And we think it's probably the latter. We're probably thinking he's not foundational. He's just got immigrant descent because we have a lot of you guys that are in our politics. We don't want any. You don't have no claim when you can't. You should be trying to help your own country. Let the people who came from greatness from this country, let them be in the seats. They came from a line of people being innovative and being great on this land. It's disrespectful to go reach out to another land to get people in. Everybody who come here should feel like that. Like, man, we got some of the, FBAs that did some of the most outstanding things. Why should we have to go to countries that, most don't have a pot to piss in to give out political advice? This don't make no sense. Okay, so this came out pretty much last month, and I go over a lot on my channel of the numbers, the statistics on what these politicians are making, how much they're receiving. This is all pretty much public knowledge. But the amount of money that they are receiving is ridiculous to then fearmonger us that's grassroots. When they got their health care, they got all of, the financial planning. They even investing in stocks and stuff like this. So my point is, Governor Moore has 8 M's in the bank headed into re-election. And this is what we're going to see with a lot of politicians. They're getting an absorbent amount of money, so we can't trust them in what direction they want to push anybody on, especially coming from having any connection with another country. Any connection with another country mean that you're going to probably choose the country over the country that you at. Just like if we see people waving their flags here, they're going to be more loyal to that country than they're going to be loyal to the country that they're at. So, yeah, Wes Moore, his background ain't, we've been knew that he's not for us. He's having a political war with the left and the right. That's not our business. We want our people in fighting for what's right for us, saying it with your chest out. Okay, but it's always crazy that we seeing black politicians over and over again. After they done with you, they just spit you out, and you got to come back to the people that you was disrespecting. We see this happen time and time again, but y'all got to check out my last video that I did on how the immigrants are coming over here and they're already having a good relationship with white supremacy, so they're able to be used in the white supremacy ways. That's just what it is. Okay, so here in this article it says Maryland Governor Wes Moore has raised $7 million over last year as he seeks to persuade voters to keep him in the state house for a second term against a field of lesser-known Republicans. The funds, which will be filed in the Democratic governor's annual campaign report Wednesday, give Moore and Lieutenant Governor Aruna Miller a total balance of about $8 million. $250,000 has been sent to a fund to promote allies who are running for office this year. Moore has yet to announce any member or the Leave No One Behind slate. 1 year ago, the Moore-Miller team had about $4 million in cash on hand. It's facts because, I was doing my research on that and I seen that, they only had $4 million. Now they're at $8 million. And I'm saying it again, y'all. Politicians are getting rich. Politicians is flipping their money. They're getting millions. They're doubling up. They're doing everything that the higher ups, the big businesses want them to do to keep their power intact. That's what they're doing. We don't see no politician not getting more money. They're getting more money. They're getting more and more money every year. So why are we losing? So Moore's team believe he's broken fundraiser records for Maryland's governor's race. This record-breaking fundraising effort shows the incredible momentum of Moore-Miller for Maryland heading into the election year, campaign manager Ron Owens said in a statement. So headed into re-election at the beginning of 2018, Republican Larry Hogan posted 5.4 million haul. Then he had more cash on hand at that point, $9 million. So this is just proof, guys, that politicians is getting to their bag. We got to get these guys out of office. They're compromised. They're all compromised. The best way is to get, us to do the job of white supremacy or get people to look like us. That's not, he's definitely not from the lineage. But I want to know what y'all think in the comment section, man. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love.
Community must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax bases for your own people. You should at least control four basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive and compete.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.